Hi, teachers and other people in the teaching profession. This first video I'm going to make will just show an introduction to what your benefits are when you retire and some ways that you could calculate how much you're going to make in the future, the approximate value that it'll be worth, either if you're about to retire or if you're going to retire much later, and other ways to help supplement that. In Texas, here are some of the retirement benefits. If you go to trs.texas.gov, you'll see a bunch of Texas pension benefits. You could type in teacher benefits, whatever state you're in Google, and you should be able to find that as well. If you want me to go over your benefits for a particular state besides Texas, let me know, and I'll give you some recommendations. How to calculate for Texas retirement benefits. You're going to take your years of service, the amount of years that you actually work, and you're going to multiply it by 2.3%. So this means if you have 30 years of service, you do 30 times your 2.3, and you would have 69%. That is the percent of money that you will make. Step 2 says determine the average of your 5 highest years of salary. Typically, that's the last 5 years you work, but in some cases, it might be in the past if you're working part-time or you took different positions. What you're going to do is you're going to multiply the average salary that you just calculated by the number of percent in step 1, and that's your annual annuity. So for instance, let's say you made $50,000 for your average of your last 5 years salary. You worked 30 years of service, you'd multiply it by 69%, and the standard annuity would be $34,500 a year. I'm just going to assume you're going to do standard annuity. There are a lot of different benefits that you could do, or joint survivor. You could take out a lump sum distribution at first, and we'll do plenty of videos on that in the future. Just to keep it simple, in this case, you'd make $34,500 per year. Currently, I am a teacher in Texas, and I have 12 years of service. You just do 12 times your 2.3%, and I have 27.6. That is the percent of income I will make of the last 5 years' salary. My last 5 years' salary is approximately $62,000. Times that by 0.276. That was the years of service that I have. And I have $17,112. That is how much money that I will be getting from TRS if I stopped working now and I have to go to retirement at 65. You take that number, divide it by 12, which will be your monthly income, and I have a monthly income of $1,426. Yeah, that is assuming that I stop working and I'll go till 65. If I keep working from now until I'm 65, I am 38 years old. If I go 65 minus 38, 27 more years until I can retire in peace. If I do 27 years plus the 12 I currently already did, I would have 39 years of service. 39 times 2.3 would be 89.7% of my last 5 years' salary. Now, it's tricky to know exactly how much my last 5 years' salary will be because there's a lot of factors in play. We could assume inflation. If it's inflation adjusted, here's a compound interest calculator. $62,000. We're going to say a 3%. Hopefully I get 3% raises throughout my working year. And that's 27 more years to grow. Hopefully, reasonably, I could be making about $137,000. So if I take my 89.7%, so 0.897, times that by 137, let's just say, $1,000, this would be my yearly pension. $122,000. Sounds really good. But there are inflation-adjusted numbers. So you got to assume that everything's going to cost more in 27 years from now. Divide that by 12. Should have $10,000 a month coming in as my annual salary. Okay. Now, one of the things that I was looking at was how to supplement this and build it. I'm going to go over a whole separate video on Roth IRAs, but let's assume I have a Roth IRA. The last year of service, $62,000 about. Times it by 0.23, $14,600. Sorry, $62,000 times it by 0.023. $1,426 is the amount of money per year I should be making based on the last year of working, right? That times by 12, I get 17,000. Now, how do I make $1,400 a month when I retire? Let's say I take $3,000 this year, put it in a Roth IRA. I'm not going to add anything else. I got 27 years until I'm 65 to retire. Let's say I get a 10% interest, and I'll do separate videos on how to get interest rates that have a very good chance of getting to 10%. I calculate it, I'm going to have $39,329. 39,329. Now, let's say I take that amount of money and I take out, say, 4% per year. Okay? 4% is a pretty reasonable rate for it to hopefully stay at that same amount and not use it all up before I die. Take that times 0.04%. I'm going to have $1,573 per month coming in. Right? No, that's per year. Per year. Don't get ahead of myself here. $1,573 per year that I could reasonably take out when I'm 65, and I can take that out every year until I retire. So, down 1573. Going back to the original numbers, $62,000 times it by 0.023. This year of working, $1,426 is what I made from my year of service. 1,426 compared to the 1573. And reasonably, if I could get 10% interest in a Roth IRA that is tax-free, if I put down $3,000 and I save it right now, in 27 years, it'll be worth enough money to take out the same amount that I did in my years of service. It's actually a little bit higher. So for teachers out there that are in their mid to upper 30s, in Texas at least, if you save about $3,000, and I'll go over different investments in future videos to get 10% interest, you could essentially have another year of service based on the extra income that you made. And that'll be it for now. If anyone has any questions, feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. Any comments you leave or questions, I'll make sure to answer. Thank you and have a great day.